Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a zone in the Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and California that has a high concentration of plastic waste. The extent of the patch has been compared to the US state of Texas or Alaska or even to the country of Afghanistan. That's how big it is. Massive garbage patch in, where is this? In the Pacific Ocean. Okay. Garbage that reaches the ocean from the west coast of the United States and from the east coast of Japan is carried by currents including the California current, the North Equatorial current, the North Pacific current, and the Kuroshio into the North Pacific subtropical gyre. The clockwise rotation, okay, of which draws in and traps solid matter such as plastics. How it is collected, basically this is talking about how and from where the trash collects into the, let's say, Great Pacific Garbage Patch, GPGP. Okay. Some 80% of the plastics in the garbage patch come from the land. It takes years for debris to travel from the coast to the gyre, and as it is carried along, photodegradation causes the plastics to break down into tiny, nearly invisible bits. While there are some larger objects that come from ships and offshore oil rigs, the garbage patch could more accurately be described as a soup of microplastics. The dimensions and depth of the patch are continuously changing. Okay. Basically, the makeup of the patch is what this whole paragraph is talking about. Okay. Scientists had been aware of the growing problem of plastic debris in the world's oceans since the late 1980s. However, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch came to public attention only after 1997, when yachtsman Charles Moore, returning home after participating in the biennial Trans-Pacific race, chose a route that took him through the North Pacific subtropical gyre. He found himself traversing a sea of plastics. Okay. When he returned to the area the following year, he discovered that the patch had grown in both extent and density. How it was discovered. So the scientists were aware that plastic in the ocean is a problem, but they did not know about this patch in particular. It is only when Mr. Moore was going in, when participating in the biennial Trans-Pacific race, is when he chose a route that was different and he found it. Moore began making speeches and writing articles, notably a 2003 essay in Natural History magazine, and he changed the mission of the Algacia Research Foundation, which he had founded in 1994 to improve water quality along California's coast. So Moore started doing a lot of work in terms of fixing this. The organization now focuses on studying and publicizing the problem of plastics in oceans, in particular in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. A 2006 series of articles in the Los Angeles Times about the garbage patch won a Pulitzer Prize and raised general awareness of the problem. Okay. What is the extent of problem and work being done to bring it to light? So Mr. Moore is not exactly fixing the problem, but what he's doing is bringing it to light, bringing it to attention, telling everybody the gravity of the situation. In 2015 and 2016, the Dutch-based organizations Ocean Cleanup found that the density of the debris in the garbage patch was much greater than expected, and that the plastics absorbed pollutants, making them poisonous to marine life. The GPGP is the best known of several such zones, others of which exist in the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Okay, this is talking about the severity, which is far more than expected, and other such zones. Existence of other such zones is what this is talking about. All right. Select the appropriate option to complete the sentence. The word great in the name Great Pacific Garbage Patch alludes to what? Talks about what? Why is great here? Why is the great part there? Vastness of the ocean. It's not really describing the ocean, is it? So, no. Magnitude of the issue. It's not really talking about the magnitude of the issue either. Uniqueness of the location. No. Why would we say great for the uniqueness of the location? No. It is the extent of the garbage, just how massive it is. That is why the great part. It is massive and a big, big. The photo in photo degradation points to the role of the dash in the degradation of the plastic. If you understand a little bit of science from any level, photosynthesis, photo this, photo that, photoelectric effect, all of that talk about the, basically allude to the sun, right? Sun is the answer, therefore. Photo meaning light, meaning sun. Water, type of plastic, duration of plastic. Of course, no. Sun is my answer. Which of the given literary devices does the writer use in the line? He found himself traversing a sea of plastics. This line is quite literal. He found himself traveling across a sea of plastic, traversing, moving along a sea of plastic. Therefore, no pun. There is no pun. No word here which suggests any kind of double meaning. Symbolism. There is no word which is basically used as a symbol to talk about something other than what is given. It's quite literal, so no symbolism either. Irony, no. Irony is something is the way it is suggested is not the way it is. I mean, there's a difference between reality and the way it is spoken, which is not true. It is, again, like I said, literal. Imagery is what is being done. The literary device that is being used here is what we call as imagery, creating an image. He found himself traversing a sea of plastics. When you read that line, the way you imagine it is he's floating on a sea of plastics. That is almost literally what he has done. Basically, there's so much plastic that he was traveling along the plastic. Select the option that displays a title likely to belong to an article of the 2006 series. We saw that, what is the 2006 series? A bunch of articles that were written from Mr. Moore's organization, which won a Pulitzer Prize, raising general awareness of the problem. What is the problem? The problem is the fact that there's a lot of trash that is collected and water quality has been damaged. All right. Marine life conservation, this is too broad. So basically, the question is saying what title we can give to those articles. If you were the author, what title would you give to the articles, given the fact that you understand the nature of what was discussed in those articles, right? Marine life conservation, I mean, it is part of it, but it's just too broad. Doesn't talk about the fact that we're talking about the patch of garbage, right? So A is out. Trash to infiltrate the food chain. Yes, microplastics are entering into the water. They've turned into, these microplastics have turned, which will be then eaten by the marine life, which will then enter into your plate, right? So this is a good pick. I'll keep eye out for the other options as well. Marine debris and trash. Well, okay, this is talking about the debris and trash, yes, but doesn't really talk about the gravity of the problem. This is so urgent, right? The way this is speaking, this is saying what? Trash to infiltrate the food chain. That trash is going to enter the food chain is a much more pressing issue than saying there is marine debris and trash. Okay. Doesn't really signify the gravity of the situation. Ocean cleanups around the world. Well, the work of that organization was a bit specific as to California and then around the GPGP, right? So this is too broad for it to be named. Trash to infiltrate the food chain would be the right pick.